What's happening, everybody? What is going on? Happy Friday. I am hoping that we are live and that my microphone is functioning properly. Let me just double check. Psychopath or victim? Suburban mom convicted of murder. The twisted life of Tracy Richard. Just a suggested video on my list. Let's see. Oh, it says we're live. What do you know? Awesome. Technology, am I right? Heck yeah. That's good. That's good news. How is everybody doing? End of the week, Friday night, special Friday night treat. This looks a bit different. Power outages last night. Reset all camera settings and light settings and stuff. Actually, didn't reset camera settings. It reset light settings. So I've got to tune that back in. Got to get it dialed. But for now, this is what it looks like. If you don't like it, then leave. But before you leave, it's a thumbs up and then come right back. And I'll change my attitude. Michael S. is here. First things first. Good evening to all you wonderful whiskey people. What's happening, Michael? Wendy Miller, Mike Franklin, Rage Quits here. My mama is in the house. How's it going, mama? Christine Vasco, how are you? What's going on? Got a Fidian and Jonathan Eady. We got Sour Whiskey here. Jeff Perkins, Mischief, oh my God. Nick the Greek is in the house. Frank Casano. He is just one. Nope. Just going to try to make a letter in his name joke, and then I realized that it wouldn't have made sense because it would have been wrong. So there we go. Just how we're starting the night. Bob Belkovac is here. Gorilla Glue enthusiast is still stuck to watching me every Friday night. Boom. Cheech Artolino is here. What's going on, Cheech? Look at little whiskey encore glass action up in this ass action. That's still weird. I see what's going on here. Got a bit of a thing. Let's see. Come on. Where is your button? Can't find the button. The only button I can usually find is my wife's. Well, both of them. Let's see. Where is it? Found it. Is that any different? A little bit, right? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Where'd I put my mouse? There it is. Tim Romero's here. What's going on, Tim? Dragon Bee, son of a bee, son of a dragon bee. The shirt is epic. Yeah, I bought one for $22.99 last night. Still wearing it. Chad Gazinski is a new friendski. Woo! Late notification on the live. Yeah, I didn't get a thumbnail up till like a half hour ago. So, yikes. Barry Texan's here. Steve is here. Patrick Corrigan. He'll bring you all the water you need. He's the Corrigan man. Kevin Dawson, good evening, Matt. Found a Jack Daniel Barrel Proof Rye earlier, and that's what I'm drinking. JD keeps coming out with great bottles. Agreed. Jack is in the house. What's up, Jack? High five. Brigand Hood Sommelier. Psh, what's going on, dude? Thanks for reaching out yesterday. Jack sent me a text and was like, what's up, dude? And I was like, Jack. That was nice. DJ Yorgaz is as good as mine. How to say your last name? Boom. That's probably the best joke I'll make all month. Howdy from Colchester. The Connecticut names get me usually. They get me a lot. They're all Chesters and Burries and Berries and, you know. Alexa, whiskey room on, says Dragon B. That'll get Grease's stuff fired up. Bob Nichols, Master Cool, your mom watches your channel. Now you got to keep it clean. I try to keep it clean. I try. But she's got the earmuffs. Ron Miles, you're a freaking beast, Ron Miles. What are you talking about? That's you, friend. Yep, Yorgaz is good. That's still a pretty happy with myself there. Pete Keeley's here, Sparty on Bourbon. The Brewbaker Maker. Ernie, what's happening, dude? Howdy, y'all. You all or yins? Covered them all. Yins? Is Yins a thing? Jen says, love the shirt. If I can click on it. It was, a purchase. Aaron Pierce, one of the ADHD fatheads hitting Patreon. Wasn't that? Crap. Make sure I didn't get whiskey on anything extra important. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, I wet my pants. Glass made it though, Cheech. Didn't even break because I got rubberized floor. So that was a plus. Good job me for doing that. All right. Where was I? Fatheads. Would love them. Wouldn't that be sweet? That's what I just said before I knocked over the glass. Just me on the wall. I don't know if you can handle the sexiness. That's a joke. You take up a whole wall, though. Odyssey Riders here. Cut them off. Yeah, I need to be. No glass broken. Hells yes. What we're doing tonight, I think I'm just going to do a blind 1 ounce Wednesday pull quickly. We'll start off the night like that. Need to tell you that Alec Bradley's cigars are the best cigars you could ever lay your eyes, fingertips, or lips on. And when an Alec Bradley cigar enters your mouth, it will probably be the best thing to ever enter your mouth. And that's saying something. So if you're into cigars, check out Alec Bradley cigars if you haven't. And until then, lose my number. Just saying. Also, we have another sponsor of the live stream. We'll talk about T. Shanley in a few minutes, but first, we're going to do a blind pull. Then I have a game from Dan and Julie, from Julie and Dan Like, called Faces of Whiskey. That's where the thumbnail came into play. It says, match the person, I'm guessing it says with the whiskey that they were involved with. So I have 4 samples here, and I have to match a game piece to each whiskey. That's going to be fun to do. Hells yes, can't wait to get into that. Also, got a little story to tell you folks about how I am an idiot. Where this shirt came from. By the way, thank you all for being here. I love you guys so much. And gals. Guys and gals. With so much love. So much love. There's a snake in your boot? Oh, the Woodyville. Hells yeah. It's really good. Thank you. And the Boulder, I agree. Both of them are very good. The Boulder is like wild though, isn't it? It's a wild drink. Julie is here. Hello, Julie L. Friggin' Julester. Kooky Cats. Rare character Ember on Rise melting my mind. Dope. Yeah, they do great stuff over there. I have a collaboration pick with David Jennings. It's going to drop at some point. We're going to be tasting it this week to see how it's progressed, and then we're going to go from there. But I don't know if he's mentioned any details about what it is, so I won't either until I find out if he has or not. Ron Miles finally tried the new AV Post Embargo last night. Great new smoke. Keep an eye out for those as they are new. Thanks, Ron Miles. With a little bit of breaking news. Boop. Running across the screen. Mischief is going bourbon hunting. Lionel G is today's episode sponsored. It is Lionel. It is. It is indeed. Sorry about that. We're going to talk for about, I don't know, give an hour and a half, give or take. Some nights 2 hours, some nights 3. And for about a minute and a half of those 90 to 180 minutes, I just give a shout out to someone super cool who supports the channel. And I think that's fair. I don't monetize these streams, so there's no commercials during them. I could do that. That'd be sucky, though, if you had to watch commercials. But thanks to my new streaming service, you no longer have to watch ads. All you do is click on the icon and watch your stuff commercial free. That's bad. Sorry. I'll get in here. We'll get in here. Michael, great photo of your calves last night. That was mud on my legs. Let's do this. Let's grab a pour it, score it. Then we'll do the game, and then story time. That one works. Open it up. Grab a glass, so not break anything. Pour it in there. And we'll find out together what it is. Because I want to be able to read chat without it getting spoiled. I don't know where to put it, though. That's what she said. All right, there. Put it down. Okay. Wow. Once again, this happens seemingly all the time. Color of that whiskey is dark. That is dark. That is like espresso colored coffee. Dad, 23 km, says, "Hey man, what's up, Dad?" Oh wow, that is. This is gonna be interesting. First thing it hit me, I think it's finished. Finished. Woo. It's very berry. It is very berry, like blackberry thick, like thick blackberry extract. But I also think it's malty. Is this a? All right. I want to show you the camera, but I want to be able to read chat without getting spoiled. So as much as I want to show you what it is so you can watch me struggle through it, I don't want to do it because I'm afraid that it'll get ruined. This might be a scotch. Which could mean that my palate is off. I did have cream cheese chicken enchiladas for dinner. So who knows where my palate is at tonight, but that smells kind of scotchy, but also very berry. It could be like, are scotches that dark? Can you get a scotch that dark? Look at that. There's no way, right? Or it could be like an American single malt. I don't know. It's very reminiscent of some sort of a finished scotch. It smells good, though. It does smell good. Very interesting on the nose. Don Shank. Come and go. It's a gas station. There's 3 come and goes in this town. 3 come and goes. And my vehicle spent some time at one last night. Have I tried the Junkies Barrel King? I have. I tried it. I believe I tried it at Pours in the Park. I think. Either that or I told Dan I wasn't interested in trying it as a joke, and then I never did. But I think I did. Yeah, the more I smell this, the more I think it's a malt whiskey of some varietal. Let's taste it. Yeah. That's the way to start the night. Good grief. It's got to be high proof. What in the world is that? I like it. This is outside of my normal wheelhouse. I think that's what you call a wheelhouse. It's outside of my comfort zone, but I do like it. I couldn't drink much of that. It's very, very potent. It's a very potent bugger. But for the type of whiskey I think it is, I'm going to go... I'm going to go out on a major limb here. And by major limb, I mean a really weak one, which could just topple and have me fall just dramatically to my ankle breaking. A cask strength, sherry finished scotch. And that's how you end up looking dumb, by doing something like that. What's up, Dramhound? What's up, Hizzy? Friggin' D Hizzy? Kooky Cats. Dramhouse has smashed the leg. I would like that. Oh, maybe. No scotch that dark. Yeah, I have no idea. But I said what I said before I said it. Stranahan's? Oh, maybe Stranahan's. I don't know. I do enjoy it for what it is. This isn't like my cup of tea, nothing I would normally go with. So as a score, 7.8, it's very good. I mean, I don't know what category it even belongs in, but we'll see in a second here. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, just the tiniest little bit on your tongue just kind of like takes over everything. What we were drinking was... What does that say? From Bill Kavanaugh, Dewar's Double Double, a 32-year, 92 proof. What on earth is it? Dewar's is a scotch. So it's a double. What is... I know it's like a Jeopardy thing, but what explains the color? The age or the double? I have no idea. I do not know. Lucas, but here, what's up, Matt? Just got on beat. Okay. I stopped reading your sentence because I didn't know the end of the sentence. I only saw the middle of the sentence. Just got done winning cornhole against your wife, like a boss. Lucas, my wife and I joined a cornhole league. We're in a league, and we made our first appearance in league play last night. First game we lost 21-0. Second game we lost 21-1. Third game we forged ahead and victory was imminent. And then we lost 21-13. And then the fourth game, don't even remember the score because whoever we played, either it was wrong hole, can't find the hole. One of those teams, they were really good. I don't remember the score, but we have some work to do. We have our work cut out for us if we want to perform well in this league. They're good. These cornholers, and they're playing with these bags that I Googled. They're like $100 for a set of bags. We showed up and we had to use house bags, like we went bowling on a Thursday evening with a family. Idiots, we're dumb. Thank you, Lucas, for the super chat. Michael, 32 years. That's what it said. Yeah, it's crazy. Double barreled. That's Dewar's Double Double is grain whiskey blended with a little malt. The quad finish is in the form of different components being vatted. Huh. I mean, isn't all whiskey grain whiskey? Isn't it? Isn't all whiskey grain whiskey? I think it is. I don't know what else it would be. Womb stretcher. Matt, you and I stopped at the same point, and I had the same look at what was, in the super chat, yeah. for sure. Because I was like, I just got done. What? Yikes. Oh, team name? We went with our last name because we did it we couldn't. She put me on the spot. She's like, team name? And I was like, oh, what? We should have been Old Charter. That would have been a good team name. But we didn't. Dude, get some all slide bags. $60 on the Zon. You'll play like a champ. All right. All slide bags. The ones I've seen are like slippy on one side and sticky on the other. Like, what are we doing? Like $90 for a set of bags? Incredible. That's an incredible thing. So this double. I'm gonna pull a camera in and I'm gonna pour it back in because I want to have that to experience later. That's a monster right there. That is a monster. Thank you, Mr. Bill Kavanaugh, for that. It's very good. It's very good. Double. So last night, after cornhole, we get in, and they said, by they, I mean the people who tell you the weather and the news and stuff. I don't watch the news, so the weather people. Early on, they said that the hurricane that hit, West Coast, Nevada and everything, it wasn't going to affect Colorado. They were like, no, doesn't look like it's going to. Then, like normal weather people, they were like, ooh, well, turns out could be an opportunity for that to change. So we get home from cornhole last night, and my wifey, love her to death, she said, Matt, sounds good. And I was like, oh, yeah? She's like, not that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. She was like, a McFlurry, an Oreo McFlurry from the McDonald's. And I thought, yeah, I'll be the best husband, and I will go out in the rain, and I will grab that for you. So I did. But when I opened the door, as soon as I opened the door, the rain started raining harder. And she's like, hey, you got to go. And I was like, babe, you say McFlurry, I say, how high? And so I get in the Lamborghini, and away we went towards McDonald's. Get to the other side of town, and there are like flashing lights and like cars all lined up. Like, what the heck's going on? Turns out, raining real hard, and some standing water in places. Get to McDonald's, wait in the drive-through line for a couple minutes. Then I determined that the lack of lighting in the parking lot probably means that they're closed, which was the case. So I leave McDonald's and I call babe. I'm like, babe, not going to believe it, but McDonald's closed. So headed back home. Now there is water in places, and there's areas where places they're directing traffic and stuff. And I'm like, interesting thing here. Do I want to go wait at the end of those cars down there? No, I think there's a better way to do this. So I pull out on the street and I enter the roundabout. And then that's where I stopped, because water in the grill of the Lamborghini and the intake sucked up a bunch of it. And I stalled there in the water. And it was about to come in my doors. Then some young lad came and pulled me out with his truck, pushed me into the come and go parking lot where the van sat dead. So I got a hotel room last night on the other side of town because there's a big lightning thunderstorm, flooding everywhere. Wife can't come pick me up. There's nobody out driving around. They told everybody to stay home after, of course, that happened to me because of the flooding and like mudslides and a bunch of stuff. So I went into come and go, and I was like, this is a pain in the bee. So I told the dude behind the desk, I was like, dude, that van's not leaving. It's there for at least the night. I'll come back tomorrow morning and we will get it out of here. Then I proceeded to buy $60 worth of stuff from there. Chips, candy, soda pop, this shirt. Because I knew that, because I had to get a room. I'm like 3 miles from home, I think, from there. So I didn't want to have to walk. My wife wouldn't have let me walk anyway. even if I wanted to. But on the way to the hotel, on foot, I hit a patch of mud, and I went ass over tea kettle, was that the expression? And my sandals flipped off, and my $60 bag of food that I bought like flew up in the air and spilled everywhere. And I crashed hard. Then I had to get up, and like I was covered in mud and just soaking wet. Made it to the hotel after I bought a bottle of Old Ezra 7 from the liquor store next to the hotel, and we called her a night. Then had the car towed this morning. She's dead. She's real dead. Pretty sure. We'll find out more later. But I haven't showered. I'm still wearing the same shirt I woke up and put on this morning, because I knew my shirt from last night was going to be so wet, and I was so right. Smart move to get this Come and Go shirt for only $23 at Come and Go. So other people have much bigger problems, but I've just had the last 24 have been irritating because I killed the van. Damn it. Killed it. So I remember I was talking before about wanting to get a new car. And I was test driving them and all this. Like I was really, really coming close. That thing isn't going to happen anymore. So putting the midlife crisis on the back burner, you could say, because I'm going to have to get another family transit vehicle if the van's dead. Damn it, that van. I loved that van. It did so good. Then I drowned it. There was signs, there weren't signs, but signs in my head that said, no, don't swim, risk, rip currents, no lifeguard on duty. And I plunged right in anyway. Idiot. So I'm crabby. I'm in a crabby mood. Sorry. It's not you, it's me. So it's where we're at. You know what? I'm leaving that there. We're leaving you there. Because I'm going to drop you. I learned my lesson. You got to be careful. I'll drop you. McFuried. That is a solid McFuried. That is right. That's thanks. I need you to thank you for making me smile. I need smiles. Smiles are good. House Bags would be a good team name. Team ADHD. Porter Potties. It's a good name. Grain whiskey and Scotch usually means cheaper grains than barley, wheat, etc. And more importantly, column still, not pot still, is used to make blends. Malted barley, aka single malt, is used to flavor. I see. Thank you, Kyle. Learning. Heck yeah. The ice cream machine was not working. Nothing was working. They called her a night. They saw some rain in the forecast and we're closing down. We're closing down. Just a normal Thursday night? No, dude, that's shitty. Yeah, only $23, but if you felt the material, it's, not great. It's not great. RIP Lamborghini. Hopefully, you know what? I had it towed to a reputable shop, and they're going to take it apart, look at it, and let me know how effed it is. But I would imagine, based off what is the correct word? Juiciness is probably the word you would never want to use to explain the feeling of your air filter, but you could wring it out. So there's water in the engine, which is not ideal, you could say. Sam's Whiskey Bar, $10 super chat. Thank you. Want to go fishing in the Balloon Festival in Springs next weekend? Yeah, but not going to happen. Wait, it's in Colorado Springs? Maybe. You know what? By next weekend, that might be a great place to buy a friggin' replacement for the van instead of a sports car, which I couldn't afford a sports car anyway. That's you know what? We need more reliable family transportation. It's a way to look at it. I told you I was being selfish when I was talking about the Mustang. And then I got put right back in my place. Like, you will replace this vehicle first, friend. Got a couple of rooms open for you and the family. Well, thanks, Sam. Listen, if we head out that way, then I will make sure to hit up Sam's Whiskey Bar. I don't know if we will, though. Balloon Festival sounds fun, though. There was a balloon festival in Michigan that I went to a couple weeks ago, and there are just people standing in baskets, just shooting flames into the air with no balloon. So if it's cooler than that, then we'll consider, you know? New Trackhawk? Dude, I wish, Kyle. That'd be awesome. There are SR. I didn't know that. Honestly, this is embarrassing. I didn't know that they made SRT Jeeps that were not Trackhawks. So every time I saw a Jeep that was an SRT Jeep, I thought it was a Trackhawk, which is embarrassing. But those are still too expensive as well. You still have another year for a midlife crisis. Just keep planning. All right. Okie dokie, I will. John K., you missed nothing. You missed nothing, John, towards Lamborghini Rescue Fund. Thanks, Tim. I think, now I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm filing an insurance claim, right? Like, that's what you got to do. I think, right? Like, you think that they would cover like under comprehensive coverage, probably. Hoping. We'll see. We'll find out. It'll be a whole scenario if not. If not, then, oh boy. But I think it's a thing. Michaels, let's pour this game, this whiskey, Faces of Whiskey game. Did you like the way I put Dan and Sean in the thumbnail? That was my favorite part of the thumbnail. So convenient are these. Thank you for story time. It could have been worse. Oh, it could have definitely been worse. Could have been stuck at Chuck E. Cheese and been subjected to the animatronic show all night. I would have taken the animatronic show for sure. But thankfully, the young man who pulled the van out of the water, like, super cool, that dude. I think he's probably like high school age student. Literally jumped into action. I looked in my mirror and all of a sudden there's a white pickup truck backed up to the back of the van. And I was like, is he like partying in the water? Because he's like standing in the bed of his truck. I'm like, are they doing a party in the water? And then I realized, no, he's got a tow strap. He's going to pull Porter out of the water. Heck yeah. Dude, what a kid. What a guy. He didn't even want to take money when I gave him money. I was like, you are taking this, like, you are not going to leave without my money. If I had more, he would have gotten more. Because I would have still been sitting in the middle of the damn roundabout for all, I don't know. I would have eventually had to call a tow. It would have been a thing. Because the water wasn't receding anytime soon. It was just getting higher. And when I opened the door, it was like we're talking, it was right to the door sill, like right there. So it would have came in the van and really wrecked it then. So there would have been no chance. But the young man deserves some. Oh, and by the way, super awesome to find out that he posted a picture of my van on his Snapchat story. Super cool. But now I know who he is, so I can at least repay him even more in the future, because he made what could have been a terrible night a lot better. And I can get his insurance information because he dented my van. Just kidding. Just joking. Well, that'd be pretty rude of me, huh? This is A. Where's my pen? Got a pen. A. B. CD. All right. Perfect. Pour the rest. America. D goes into D. B to B. And C to C. The bugger of the situation is Carissa is literally like she was between nursing contracts and she's just about to take one. So it's like I kind of need a vehicle to take the kids to school and stuff. So I just really fudged up at the wrong time. I'm honestly not, I'm just mad at myself. I'm not like pouting. I'm upset with myself for being so stupid. Like I can't believe I was that dumb. I mean, I can believe it because I've done dumb things before, but the amount of, I've been pissed at myself for the last, was it 8? Oh, well, nope, almost 24 hours now. Very upset with myself. Match the person with the bottle they were involved in. Faces of whiskey. And speaking of faces, I don't know about you, but my face sometimes gets a little cruddy. And by sometimes, I mean my whole life. And it's been a problem. Enter Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley is uncomplicated skincare for men, but it turns out women can use it too. It's a system. It's like you use these products twice a day. Their level 1 system, wash, scrub, AM and PM moisturizer. Their level 3 system for the really cruddy folks like me has a super serum that tightens your face and an eye cream. So when you're up all night crying like I was last night, the next day you can't even tell. You know what I mean? It's just a super good system. And since Tiege Hanley is so cool, they're offering my viewers a special deal. 30% off your first box and a free gift. You can get this super nice towel as a free gift. Body wash, dot bags, whatever. Thank you, Tiege Hanley, for sponsoring this live stream. And thank you for making my face a lot less shitty than it's been. Today, though, not great. But I haven't showered or washed anything, which is kind of gross. Feel a little paisley, if you know what I mean. But Tiege Hanley takes care of me typically twice a day. Thank you, Tiege Hanley, for sponsoring the live stream. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Now let's get into this Faces of Whiskey Flight. I feel like I transitioned into that really easily and well. It's probably the only thing I haven't budged up in the last 24 hours. Into the AM Come and Go shirt? No, it's just into the, no, I don't know. No. Oh yeah, I need some good, give me some good suggestions for vehicles. So I don't know what type of price range we're looking at here. I'm gonna do the whole pre-qualification thing, but I'm waiting. I've made some improvements in the old credit category that I'm waiting to see the results of. And then I'm going to try to do some pre-qualifications. But, and also, I don't even know if, hopefully the van's good. If the van can be fixed, then hell's yeah. But if not, I need a big ass vehicle that hauls ass. You know what I mean? Hellcat Durango, can't afford that, but would want one. Trackhawk, can't afford it, but would want one. The 392 Durango, probably still out of the budget, like a lot. Anybody have an RT Durango? Or a Ford Explorer ST? Are those supposed to be good? I think those are maybe supposed to be good. I don't know. I'll probably wind up with another 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan with 135,000 miles that smells like antifreeze. That's probably what we're going to be affording. But you can dream though, right? We can dream. 10 to 15 years before midlife. Dude, I know. That's why it's so weird. I'm like, I feel like I'm going through this early. Super early. But I can't help it. I can't help my feelings, all right? Like Bert Kreischer crying all the time now. Still driving a Dakota that was 10 feet under 11 years ago that can be resurrected. Was it running when it went underwater? Because mine was running. And then it wasn't running immediately after. And I got the lightning bolt on the dashboard that's like, your throttle system is just fudged. I'm like, great. That's awesome to hear. We're at in Colorado, Western Slope, just outside of Glenwood Springs. Game should be fun, says Dan. All right. Oh, only 7 minutes behind the chat. Way to go, me. I figured Nancy was going to be in here. I figured probably Nancy, maybe Dixon. I figured there's going to be a Nancy in here. We have a Nancy. We have the Carters. Oh shoot. Dave Pickerel, and then Dixon. Dixon pitchers, you know what I'm saying? So funny. I love that joke. Boy, am I glad that you wrote the name of Dave Pickerel on the back of the photo, because I blanked on his name. Which happens to me a lot. I should remember Dave Pickerel, my brother's name with a fish. Hard. I don't know why I have struggled with that, but I do. Travis Robeson is here. Travis Robeson is the man. Frank Casano for the deductible had an ADHD Jack and the Jack 12 ladder tonight. Cheers. Cheers, Frank. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Speaking of nice. Oh, shoot. I didn't spill on here, did I? Look at, courtesy of Travis Robeson himself. Look at this. Go on, focus. I'm a Squire, bitches. I'm a Jack Daniel's distillery. I'm a Tennessee Squire. I got a deed to my plot of land. It's like the thing where you can become. I'm a Squire. Can you put Squire on your driver's license? Thank you, Travis. That's super, super cool. I got that and I was like, what? No kidding. This is awesome. Thank you again for that. My mom says, I saw the picture of the flooding at that roundabout. Was there a gray van in it? Because that was mine. The next recommendation is Michael Flatley, River Dance. Sometimes you've got to dance it up. A, B, C, D. Let's go. Chop Shop, sometimes I fart. I'm not going to read that. Jeez Louise. Why do I read stuff without reading stuff? Dramhound. Yes, I need to text him back. Because, like I just said, wifey is just going to sign a contract. So I need to tell him that I can't. I probably can't. So as much as I want to and would love to, someone's got to watch the children. And that someone is me. Glass A. Smells very nice. Smells so nice I got to smell it twice. You know what I'm saying? Before I taste them, I want to smell them all. I got to get some of these right. I'm going to line up these. Look at these photographs. Reminds me of Mr. Hot Buttery Rolls himself. Come on. Don't drop it. Dixon, Nancy, Mark and Sherry Carter. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible with everything I do. Dave Pickerel. Oh my God. I feel like I can't do anything quite right. All right. I gotta stare at them while I smell them. I gotta stare into their souls while I smell these whiskeys here. B. Ooh. B for berry, am I right? Okay. C. D. I think D belongs to either Dave or Nancy. Nothing from Dixon or the Carters have I smelled that smells like this. Okay. The other three are going to play tricks on me. We'll find out. Get a Camry Guinea. We already have a Camry Guinea. My wife drives a Camry Guinea. 6.2 Tahoe. They make a Tahoe? They make a 3, was it? Oh, I'll look into that for it again. 7 passenger? Nice. We could use yeah. Explorer ST kicks ass. It has to be, yeah, it can't be rear wheel drive. That's the other thing, because we, in the winter, that was the point of the van, is because I could still drive the van in the winter and get the kids around when I was looking at cars, but now I can't just get a car. Don't you do something with cars? Dealer auction or something? Nope. I don't. Honda CRVs are pretty solid. Thanks, Jen. Sienna Guinea. Nick, no. It was not running? Yeah. That's kind of what... Put your vehicle in a bowl of rice should work. That's kind of what I thought, Chop Chop. Chop Chop, you got anything over at your place that could help me out, you know? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You have an RT Durango? Love it. Nice. Blue is here. Keep the card in your wallet. You get special parking at Jack Daniels. Okay. Next time I'm there, which will be October. I don't know if I'm driving, though. I think I'm getting transportation, because that's just what they do with barbecue judges. They just make sure that they're transported. Explorer STs are great. Okay. All right. Let's go taste A. A. Ooh. So what I'm looking for a double barreling extra oakiness that I could associate with either a Dixon or a Carter on these. So that's kind of where I'm at there. So then I could at least have a 50-50 shot. I tend to taste more of the secondary oaking on the old Carter stuff than I do the Kentucky Owl stuff. But I haven't had Confiscated in a long time. So I can't remember what that is like. I don't know. We'll go down. Let's just do it. Let's just go A. Wow. That's tremendous. That's really damn good. That is full flavored, full bodied. Wow. If that is an old Carter, it would have to be a single barrel. I haven't had any batches that have tasted like that. Could that be an Owl 9 or 10 or 8? Maybe. Or that could be a cigar blend. That's very good. That is very, 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 very good. I wish I wouldn't have taken such a big sip, but also kind of happy I did, because that's tremendous. It's extremely well balanced. Everything in that glass pleases my idiot ass. Bam. All right, B. Also really freaking good. Notes. B tastes like a Barton product, I think. Unless it's just the B that's throwing me off. I think, was there a little bun on there? Oh, by the way, I mean, about things not going well. So my kids lost their shit last night because they heard like flooding and water and stuff, and then they're like scared for me, which broke my heart. I was totally cool. Everything was fine. But then again, you know, I was in a vehicle in standing water, which, you know, kind of not a great idea. So they were really upset about that. And then today, they finally calmed down. And then about an hour and a half ago, before we started live streaming, they found a bird egg in the front yard. And they got excited. I'm guessing that this bird egg came out of a nest probably, or maybe a predator took it and dropped it. I don't know. But then they found feathers next to it, and we did some Googling, and by we, I mean my wife, and Carissa, she did some Googling, and it turns out probably a dove egg. And then Chris was like, I've seen a dove outside this morning. What in the world is going on here? Just sitting in the yard. So then they start Googling how to take care of it to try to hatch it. And yeah, that's where we were. So they got it like wrapped in a microfiber like towel, like trying to keep it warm. And then there was incubator talk for a bit, which I was not going to be a part of. But there was definite incubator talk, and the kids were jazzed, like excited, like they're pumped. And they were so pumped that I was like, hey, I understand that you're excited about this, but I don't want you to be upset if nothing hatches, right? Like you kind of have to go into this thinking that this is a long shot, okay? And they almost started to understand that when my oldest dropped the egg on the floor and it broke. And I heard from across the house the cracking sound of, that was definitely an egg. And then shit hit the fan real hard. Like there were two children losing their minds crying. And I felt very, very bad. Trying to console them, telling them to breathe because they're hyperventilating. The youngest one's yelling at the older one, I hate you, I hate you. Like, oh my goodness. Those poor little kids. They went through it. Like, that was a tragedy. I knew it was going to happen, though. I knew it was going to happen. My 7-year-old destroyed a bird egg. I destroyed a van. It's been 24 hours, that's for sure. Oh, Drama, that's exactly what I said. I told Chris, I was like, they're going to remember this forever. That's a memory that they'll remember forever. Like, remember when you dropped that egg on the floor? Like, they're screaming, this is the worst day of my life. Yeah, my goodness. That's tomorrow? Poor kids. Like, they were really losing their mind. Bender says Hyundai Palisade. Hyundai, I don't know. I was looking at, so the Kia Stinger, which is an all-wheel drive sedan, but I think that it might just be sit too low for the winters here. I don't know. I haven't totally ruled that out yet. But I'm avoiding the pre-qualification because it's going to burst my hopeful bubble, you know? See now. Ooh. Took a little bit of a break, coming back to see. These are all smelling great. Crap. One more. Processing, you know, putting it through the old math algorithm, seeing what it spits out, trying to run the numbers. You know what I mean? What does that remind me of? Seemingly, maybe a little bit younger or a different type of whiskey altogether than the first two. Now, D is D for different. And nosing D, I know that this is going to be, that smells finished. D is different. So I don't want to, A, B, and C are so similar, which makes it a good point. Do I taste something that's totally different and then go back to them? Or would that mess it up? Oh, the thoughts I have. My brain is just a scrambled. It's more scrambled than the egg. Have you tried Dixon's new Tribute Blend? Just hit my state. I have not. Is that the $50 bottle? I have not seen it yet. Jeff Perkins, what's up, Jeff? DC's in the house. Richie Z's in the house. Hollywood, wrecked the Lamborghini. Time for Tesla Model Y. Didn't wreck the Lamborghini. If my children, if what happened to the van happened and my children were driving it, they would say that, how would they put it? It wouldn't be, I'm not saying it's my fault. I think the van did something wrong or the water did something wrong. They'd be like, oh, that water just came and flooded our van. Stupid water, which I agree. But also, I made a bad decision. Stupid idiot decision. Does anybody remember the game Oregon Trail? I'm sure some of you are old enough to remember Oregon Trail, where it was like on the first Max ever. Not the first Max ever, but the very old Max back in the 90s. I was never good when I got to a river about how to pass the river correctly. It always ended up bad. I tried to caulk the thing and float. I tried to trudge through it with, my oxen. And every time I made the wrong decision. So like, this river's this deep. How do you want to go about it? And every time I was like, well, you think you just floor it? You just floor it and, some decisions you just keep making incorrectly your entire life. The next release after the Innkeeper. Oh, I saw something about it being there's a cheaper varietal, but I didn't know if that was one or not. Yeah, sedentary got me a lot too. But if I made it to the river after, the river always got me. Just good mistakes. Yeah, I suppose. Kids outside just yelling. Freaking jerks. C. Ah, boy. This is a hard game. Let's go back to A. A is so rich and like there's so many. Man. I'm going to get all of these wrong. C. Man, these are all very good. C, after tasting A, going to C. C's tremendous. Crap. This game is hard. It's fun, though. It is fun, though. We should play Angry Birds in Memory of the Unhatched. Ugh, I felt so bad for them. So then my youngest, she's... Wait, is she? She's 6. Jeez. Yeah, my brain's really working overtime. I don't even know how old my kids are. She goes, she's like in the middle of her crying fit, and she's like between breaths, like, can we get a pet bird? Oh my God. Like, if we are in a rental, but if we had our own home, I would have gotten her the entire V of geese if she wanted them. All right, I'm going to taste the D now. I'm going to go into the D. This is, wow, I think it's very finished. That's what I thought when I tasted that Dewar's Double earlier too, though. Then when I tasted it, it got real scotchy. I wonder if that's like shoot. I'm still on board with that's either a Nancy or a pickerel. I'm trying to think of the options here. They've both worked on so many things that it's impossible to know, because D tastes possibly a little more crafty, and I know that she's done a lot of stuff with craft distilleries lately. But then again, Dave helped get a lot of craft distilleries going. So then A, initial thought was it could have been like a cigar blend, but would they send me a cigar blend? Probably not. They try to throw me for a loop. Do I stick with my original? Crap. I've got so many different ways I could do this. Let's take a minute. I'll take a minute. I'll read chat and take a minute. We're in no hurry here. Let's see. I'm sorry for being extremely quiet tonight. I swear I heard a fleet of geese. A V of geese. The whole V of geese. You know, they fly in V's for aerodynamic purposes. Yeah. No, we were looking, well, by we, Carissa was looking at Tractor Supply. Thankfully, it was very far away. That was a place with the incubator. A V of geese. I know, Dan, but he has started. He did help get craft distilleries going. I know he hasn't done anything lately. Jeez, he did. Yeah. Well. All right. A, B, C, D. B is very good. Yeah. These are guesses. These are, of course, they're guesses. How would I know? Unless I could bottle guess all of these, but that's not happening. I'm making a change. All right. I have my answers. A, I put Dave Pickrell. At first I said Nancy, I crossed it out. Dave. B, Dixon. I believe it is a high proof Barton product. Again, just could totally be wrong, but that reminds me of one of the really good owl batches. C, I said Carter's. If it might be like a single barrel of theirs or something, it's very, very good. And then D, Nancy. I believe this has got to be some sort of a finished craft distillate, maybe. Very good. I know she works a lot with smaller distilleries, and I think that is probably what that is. But we could be wrong. There's only one way to talk, and I can't do it, obviously. The way I can't speak ever. I can't do nothing right. I'm just beating myself up tonight. It's okay. Just let me do it. I deserve it. Let me do it. Thank you, Cheech. That's right. There are some Woodyvilles left. And by some, I mean there's considerable amount of these 116 point something proof Woodyvilles. Look at that. It's got Woody. It's put my face on it, but it's Woodyville. So he's got a Band-Aid under his eye and everything. It's a good sticker. But apparently not everybody wanted a Woodyville. Sorry, Ryan, for your pocketbook. I just read Dan's comment again about he hasn't blended anything lately. Oh, Julie. Wow. Oh boy. You two. That's silly. That's silly talk. All right, let's find out. Faces of Whiskey Key. Here it is. Let's find out how off I was. Okay, I don't want they're on the same paper, so try. Shit! Son of a bitch! I was right the first time! Damn it! Oh, that's me making the decisions again that I shouldn't be making. I tasted A and I said it was cigar blend, and then I changed my mind. Damn it! Pardon my language. Son of a bitch! Super sorry for how I'm speaking right now. God, fuck! Feel like we could have done better. A is Joseph Magnus cigar blend. I said that the first time I tasted it. The first sip I said that. Then I had to get all thinky like. Okay, B, I said Dixon, Deadman, Barton. Let's see. B is shit. Boy. Looks like we did not going to get any of them right. B is Marcus Sherry Carter, Old Carter Bourbon Barrel number 61, 120.2 proof. I don't know where they sourced that from. Could it be Barton? Sure, maybe, possibly. It's very good. That is really, 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 really good. Really good. Shayla's here. What's up, Shayla? So C has got to be Dixon then. C, Dixon, Deadman, Kentucky Owl Dry State, 100 proof. That went through my mind, but I didn't know you had any of that left, which is, it's $1,000 bottle of whiskey right there. If I would have went with my initial thoughts here, thank you, by the way, for this incredible flight. This is amazing. Oh, that's batch 119, that cigar blend. Batch 119 is really, really good. Like really, really, really good of the cigar blend. Dry State, 100 proof. I was like, could that be, because it was lower proof. That's why if you see me, I looked at the color of it earlier because I was like, it looks awfully light. It looked awfully light to be a whiskey of $1,000 category, you know? If I had to pick an order of my favorites in this flight, by the way, it would have been B, A, C, D, which would have been, the first place would have been the Old Carter Bourbon Barrel 61. Second place would have been the cigar blend. Third place would have been the Dry State. And then fourth place, whoops. If this is blackened, like cask strength blackened, then I'm going to scream. Because that was what I was thinking. Oh, Boss Hog, Spirit of Mauve? Is that a rye? That's why it's so different. Oh my gosh, that's a rye whiskey. I mean, so stupid. Why wouldn't I even think that it could be a rye? That's why I thought finished. Stupid idiot, Matt. That's fine. That was... How did I not pick that up? My brain wasn't even thinking about a rye whiskey. That's so obviously a rye whiskey that I'm falling apart at the seams, it seems. 0 for 4. Not bad. That is about as good as me and Carissa played at Cornhole yesterday. Just getting shut out, you know? Poorly. But I am a winner because those were 4 very, very good pours. It's so funny how your brain works sometimes and doesn't other times. Like the D, the Spirit of Mauve, in my brain, just like the way, without thinking about a different type of whiskey, it just for some reason automatically think bourbon. And then it goes to, why does it taste so different? Oh, it's got to be craft or something, or finished. Never for a second did I even think that it could have been a rye whiskey, which is ridiculous. How's the old Lamborghini on MPG? We're getting about none right now. Getting about 0. So pretty good, you know? It just sits there. Just sitting there. Oh, and brandy. The No Black Prince bottle. The Fred. That's funny. Okay, so I did get finished off the nose. That makes sense. But I definitely should have picked up on the fact that it was a rye. It's so stupid. It's been a day, Porter. Don't feel bad. You're always the best. Oh, thanks, Julie. You're the bestest. You two are amazing. And I can't thank you enough for sending me for giving me these fun games. These have been so much fun. There's one more, which I will do next Friday. Or what time is it? We don't want to do it tonight. If you did it tonight, then we wouldn't get out of here till late. Yeah, I don't know. Should I do the other game tonight or should I wait till next week? It is. Do I even have it here? I'm failing so hard tonight. I feel like just call it quits and come back next week and do better. I don't even know where the hell it's at. Where did I put my stuff? It was guess which ones from Dixon Devon. I'll do that one next week. I'll do it next week. For sure. We're doing it next week. I'm falling apart at the seams. Like I said, it seems. Go take a shower. That's a great idea. That is a great idea because I could use one. I could definitely use one. This was a fun game. Thank you, Dan and Julie, for that. Thank you again, Travis, for making me a squire. Look at that. I'm a squire. Hells yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight and watching this. I consider not even live streaming tonight because I was in such a rotten mood, which I don't like to be in. But we're all friends here, and I feel like I can tell you when I'm having some just pissy feelings towards myself. And I was, and I am, and I'm not happy. But at the same time, I knew that doing this would cheer me up, and it has. So thank you, everybody, for being in here. Freaking love all of you guys so much, and gals, of course. Whiskey Saint is in the house. What's up going on, Darrell? Freaking love you, dude. I know I should go with my first impression, Mom. Those are the rules. And that is, you know, that's a good, we'll do that from now on. We'll do it from now on. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being in here. Shayla streams Saturdays. If you're looking for something to watch on Saturday afternoons or evenings or wherever you're located in your time zone, check out Whiskey Central. Like Time Whiskey, Thursday evenings. Check out their live streams. They're so much fun. Dan and Julie are the best. Thank you guys for watching. Again, Tish Hanley, fix your friggin' faces. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment, 30% off. Danielle, I liked your order. I've been the same. The order, yeah. You know what? If the order's right, the porter's right. And that's just how I work it. Right, Dan? Right. High five. Psh. Whiskey is kind of a therapy. Sorta, until you drink too much whiskey or too often for therapy. Then it turns into an enemy. So, gotta be careful with that. I must. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will see you next week. New content coming. 3 videos next week, 2 or 3 videos next week, and then a live stream Friday. Whenever the Matt vs. Champions is going to happen, we'll let you know as soon as we have a date set for that. By the way things are looking, I'm going to completely crush those guys because I've been in the zone recently, and they don't stand a chance. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love you. I will see you next week. Goodbye, all. Goodbye.